It is a big-time co-main event coming up this weekend. The ultimate skill check. Danish Dynamite, Nicolas Dalby, looking to play spoiler again. And since coming back into the UFC, he's 5-1 with a no contest. He's looked amazing. And he's just shy of his 39th birthday. Again, looking to play spoiler against one half of those Bonfim brothers. It's Gabriel Bonfim. He's undefeated as a pro. All three of his UFC wins. First round submission finishes. He's got a Von Preux choke, ladies and gentlemen. And his last couple of times out, again, Mounir Lazzez with the guillotine. Trevin Giles getting back up out of it. And he's probably thinking, oh no, not that Zach Cummins fight again. Oh yeah, that Zach Cummins fight again. Bonfim pulls back. He adjusts himself into a guillotine and he gets it done. So when it does come down to this one, Matt, a lot of people are going to be high on the younger fighter, and how could you not? He had an undefeated boxing record. He's looked amazing inside of the cage, and all of those wins, just awesome finishes and awesome submissions are out there too. But Nicolas Dalby, why do I say he's a skill check? You look at those 3 wins in a row. I know he's got the split decision over Warley Alves that doesn't hold a lot of weight considering Alves' last loss, but that was against a really good fighter. Exactly. The Claudio Silva decision fight, which if you go back and watch it, after the first round, Claudio was huffing and puffing for air. But again, split between, or after those rather, Muslim Salikov, he gets the win out there. Nicolas Dalby with his Wim Hof, he just loads up on the breathing for the first round, the second round, the third round. Dalby, I don't care if he was 25, I don't care if he's nearly 39. He's got 3-round cardio. He shows up to fight, and he's always the same version pretty well in every single fight. He can give you an awesome fight of the night like he did in the Cage Warriors title fight against Ross Houston.
One of the great fights.
He can give you the weird scrambliness against Alex Oliveira when he came back into the UFC at home in Copenhagen. He is a true one of one, and when I think of Nicolas Dalby today, I'll probably think of him the same way. He makes it a tough fight for anybody when he takes them on.
So like Lady Gaga in that Bradley Cooper movie. I'll always remember us this way. Me and Nicolas Dalby, of all people. Nicolas Dalby, I can openly admit, I seem to write off every single fight he's ever had post-35, and he just keeps on proving me wrong. I was going to bring up a name, but it might be too fresh based on what we just watched. He's kind of like Geno Smith, right? They wrote him off, but he didn't write back. And that has been a really nice thing to see from Nicolas Dalby, because what I assumed would have faltered at the age that he's got to, which is the durability, because he is hittable, right? Like, we've seen him get hit by some big shots. He's been hurt by big shots, too. But that stick-to-itiveness to out-wrestle in bad spots, he can scramble in bad spots. He can then respond with his own volume in bad spots.
A lot of people have sung the song, but Canada's own Fred Penner put it on the map. Cat came back the very next day. He always comes back.
But he's really going to need that stick-to-itiveness against a guy like Gabriel Bonfim, because Bonfim is such a talented striker in his own right with his own power shots. And the thing that we brought up before he ever came into the UFC was you got to watch out for the defensive submissions as well. It's something he's always been good at. He realizes a lot of his opponents are going to try to collapse that distance, go for the hips and try to take him down. And the way that he's able to cinch up those necks is really impressive. I know him giving up a takedown kind of led to the Von Preux choke, but hey, if you're that good with your submissions, what am I going to do? Argue with you? So I really have been impressed by what I've seen out of Gabriel Bonfim so far in the UFC. And how can you not be? Because like you said, 3 straight first-round wins is nothing but impressive.
And Dalby, the lone loss in this 5-1 with a no contest since he's come back into the UFC. You remember that comeback fight, the Cannoneer card against Hermanson. The one loss is to Tim Means, but the no contest that nobody talks about was against Jesse Ronson. Ronson coming in at 170, up a weight class on short notice. Now, he's a Samurai 165 top grade, the super lightweight. Jesse Ronson in Quebec right now. But against Dalby, he drops him and he submits him. I think that's what Gabriel Bonfim's going to do to him. Bonfim is a big favorite. We have a look at the Topology votes, Matt. Surprise to us there to you. I'm going to say over under 90% Bonfim.
Probably over.
It's over. 1,408 total votes, 95% Bonfim, 68% by submission for the 5% that have Dalby, 79% by decision. We haven't seen Bonfim go past the second round. It's been since 2021. He did it once against Brener Alberts. So we'll see if it happens in this one. He's still got the finish. He's undefeated in all 15 wins by finish. We'll see if that continues on. But I do think Bonfim can get it done just with the mix of wrestling that he has with that tricky sidewinder striking that he possesses.
And when Dalby is fighting to his fullest potential, he is a very in-your-face kind of guy. And I worry that that's going to walk him into some of those counter shots from Bonfim. So I agree with you. I could see this being if it's a submission win, it's probably going to get set up with the strengths because Bonfim has that in his pocket. pocket for sure.
Both of us going with Gabriel Bonfim in the matchup. Let us know who you have. Is it Danish Dynamite or Marretinha? A big-time main event. Two polar opposites in terms of styles. The all-time knockout leader in the UFC, Derek Lewis. The submission specialist, Almeida. Keep it locked in with Fight Night Picks. We always say, let's get into it.